Hello everyone, Drew Wilson of Your Era Gamer here. Today we are going to the year of 2019. This is when the PlayStation 4 game Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown was released. This is apparently, as of this recording, the most recent entry in the Ace Combat franchise. So, I've got 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see what this game is about. And indeed, I have absolutely no knowledge of this franchise. In fact, it's been a very long time since I played a flight simulator game. Let's try R1. Oh, actually, that was a really good guess. Alright, so I can see that flight simulator controls is a thing, which means the vertical is actually inverted, so down is up and up is down, which is pretty consistent with your standard flight simulator game. So there is a plane there. So I guess you're flying an aircraft and suddenly unknown enemies attack. Okay. With okay. Approach the square. Once you see you're locked on, fire a homing missile with that. Come on. Okay, so it's not L3 and R or R3. Oh, it's circle. I totally misread that. Alright, how many homing missiles will this take, I wonder? At least I stayed locked on, so there's that. Alright. I don't know why I thought that that icon was R3. I don't know why. Oh well. They're definitely pretty high up. But we have some distance to cover, so I will use R2 to accelerate. Yeah. Now, obviously, the rendering of the aircraft is fine. The effects are pretty impressive. It's kind of hard because when you have something like a racing game, then it's easy to talk about the area, the environment, that sort of thing. But when you're in a flight simulator, all you have is sometimes just ocean or ground, that sort of thing. But not a lot to render necessarily. But the effects of the rain was good, so. Okay, where are. Blue is good guy, red is bad. But where is. Must be further ahead. Let's speed up a little. There we go. Okay, so triangle adjusts the target. Okay. That is good to know. Now there are planes near me. Let's catch up a little bit to this aircraft. So far, so good. I mean, it seems pretty responsive, the controls. But I'm not seeing the enemy. There's nothing to lock on to. I have a feeling this is a bad idea. Am I just really blind right now? Certainly not up. And it looks like I have overtaken. Okay. So I should see something kind of going left to right or right to left. Horizontal movement either way. Where are you? Okay, let's go low. And nothing. Well, how about I just be a little bit confused for the rest of the video? Let's circle around. Allow the other plane to get a little ahead so I can tail him. Like, according to the map, I should be seeing... Okay. So, we can catch up now, increase our altitude. Alright. There we go. And enemy is fragged. Or down. Whichever lingo you want to use. Okay, so let's go with that one. Now, obviously this is going to come quick, so I'm just going to slow things down before I get too close. All right. Alright, we got a lock on that one, so I will... Okay, hit. I don't know what my ammunition is like. So, I don't want to waste any shots, obviously. Okay. There we go. Another one taken down. There we go. And, of course, remaining calm. will help a lot. You don't want to be panicked or anything like that and do something bad for obvious reasons. Yeah, one thing's for sure is that it's really hard to get a good pacing, good fast pace on some of these games, especially when you're learning. So it may seem like a little bit of a slow game, but honestly, I kind of would actually hope that it would be a little bit slow so I can kind of get used to the controls, because how often are you going to find flight simulators? Alright. So I guess that is it for the video, which is kind of interesting. A lot of the flight simulators I've played have come from a long time ago, like we're talking NES era and even the Atari era. A lot of games came from those eras, and of course they were a dime a dozen, and a lot of them were not that great. So I know that flight simulators can be hard to nail when it comes to that, but there are good ones out there for sure, like Pilot Wing 64. So I have enjoyed some good quality flight simulator style games, and so far this is kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to see as I get more used to the controls, how this all basically plays out and how this game progresses and that sort of thing. So I'm kind of curious to see where this one takes me, because this is kind of a pretty far out there type of game compared to most of the videos I've done on this channel so far. But enough about my nattering on. I wanted to hear from you. What did you think of this game? Was this a really cool game that you think is kind of been lacking in the video game industry for a while, or is this maybe not necessarily your style of game? Yeah, let me know in the comments below on that one. For those of you who have played other games in the franchise, and I can admit I didn't know this was a franchise, so sorry about that if that seems offensive. I never knew about this franchise until today. But yeah, for those of you who have played other games in the franchise, and maybe not necessarily this one, what'd you think of what you saw in this game so far? Does this look like an interesting game to you, or do you have preferences for other games in the franchise, or maybe preferences for other flight simulator style games out there? Definitely let me know in the comments below on that one. And for those of you who haven't played any of the games in this franchise and never played this game at all, what'd you think of what you saw? Does this look like kind of an interesting game to you? Does this look like something that would be a very interesting change of pace compared to what is on offer these days in most areas in the gaming industry? Or is this maybe, I don't know, a little bit too boring, that sort of thing to you? Or maybe you have some other reasons to not like this style of game? Yeah, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this one. So I guess that is all for now, and until next time, what is your era?